std-Vlll finding C. Today's thought. Welcome the new day with smile on your face, love in your heart and good thoughts in your mind. In the previous class, we had studied about basic practices of crop production. Today, let's discuss some strategies to get more yield in crop production. Rotation of crops. Crop rotation is planting a series of different crops in the same field following a defined order. Monocropping and mixed cropping are two methods used in crop production. Monocropping is the agricultural practice of growing a single crop year after year on the same land in the absence of rotation through other crops. Maize, soybean and wheat are three common crops often grown using monocropping techniques. Mixed cropping or multiple cropping is the practice of growing two or more crops in the same piece of land during one growing season instead of just one crop. When multiple crops are grown simultaneously, this is also known as intercropping. Example, wheat and gram growing in the same field. Likewise, maize and black gram in the same field. These are the few examples of mixed cropping or intercropping. This crop rotation has many advantages. Many crops like legumes may have positive effect. What in legumes? All the bean, pea varieties are called legumes. Yes? Because leguminous plants can be able to fix atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. This nitrogen can help for plant growth. For example, if the farmers planted leguminous varieties in one season, the following season they will plant non-leguminous crops such as wheat, maize, etc. Followed by this non-leguminous crops, the farmers will plant the leguminous crops. Such a way, the crops are rotating. This crop rotation method enhances soil fertility. Next is seed bank. Seed bank is a place where seeds are stored in order to preserve genetic diversity. By this seed bank method, we can preserve the seeds in viable condition for hundreds or even thousands of years. The Royal Botanical Gardens located in Calcutta first started collecting seeds formally as seed bank. Seed bank were created to store native varieties of seeds. Example, Navadanya Seed Bank, a non-governmental organization located in New Delhi, conserve around 50,000 crop varieties with a primary focus on preservation on grain species. Next one is seed balls. Seed ball is an ancient Japanese technique of encasing seeds in a mixture of clay and soil humus. These balls are thrown into the land areas. With the monsoon set in, these scattered seed balls will germinate into seedlings. Making seed ball is a step towards conserving the natural ecosystems. Seed balls are prepared by non-government organization and enthusiastic school children to grow tree for ecosystem restoration. The concept of seed ball has potential to increase tree cover and also to improve the awareness among the people about conserving plants. Next one is heirloom seed. Heirloom seeds are also called organic seeds. These seed varieties that are at least 50 years old seeds. These heirlooms are never hybrids and also grown without synthetic pesticides, herbicides and synthetic fertilizers. The goal of preserving heirloom seed is to prevent any type of change due to outside influence. Most vegetable and flower varieties must be kept protected or isolated from other similar varieties. Seeds saved from heirloom vegetables will produce plants that are original varieties, not hybrid. Save those seeds and we can create our own locality adapted variety. Next one is bioindicators. What do you mean by bioindicators? Some plant species or plant community acts as a measure of environmental conditions. It is referred as biological indicators or phytoindicators or plant indicators. For example, lichen is a natural bioindicator for climate change and air pollution effect. Likewise, rose also a bioindicator for sulfur dioxide pollution. Next, let's discuss agricultural research institutions. Agricultural research institutions formulate the agricultural practices based on recent research results and farmers' need. Using suitable media and methods, they disseminate those information for the welfare of the people. Indian Agricultural Research Institute IARI and Indian Council of Agricultural Research ICAR are some of the institutions which are involved in agricultural research. Indian Agricultural Research Institute, that is IARI, is commonly known as PUSA Institute. This institute for agricultural research and education. Several popular high-yielding varieties of major crops have been developed by IARI. Next is ICAR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research. It is a autonomous body responsible for coordinating agricultural education and research in India. The Union Minister of Agriculture serves as its president. It functions under the Department of Agricultural Research and Education. It is the largest network of agricultural research and education institute in the world. So, which is the largest network of agricultural research and education institutes in the world? That is ICAR. Next is Krishi Vigyan Kendra. Krishi Vigyan Kendra KVK is a farm science center, serve as the ultimate link between ICAR and farmers. Their aim is to apply agricultural research findings in practical localized settings. The first KVK was established in 1974 at Pondicherry. Since then, KVKs have been established in all states. KVKs provide advisory service to the farmers about weather and market pricing through radio and mobile phones. It focuses on crops and cultivation methods. It also facilitates relationship between the institution and the local community. It is foliar sprays. What do you mean by foliage? Foliage means leaves. Foliar feeding is a technique of feeding plants by applying liquid fertilizer directly to their leaves. Plants are able to absorb these essential elements through the tiny hole called stomata in their leaves. This foliar feeding generally done in the early morning or late evening. Effective microorganisms technology. Effective microorganisms are a culture of different effective microbes commonly occur in nature. For example, some nitrogen fixing bacteria, phosphate stabilizing microorganisms, photosynthetic microorganisms are used as effective microorganisms. These microorganisms helpful for nutrient recycling, plant protection and soil health and its fertility enrichment. You may heard about Panchakavya. Yes, Panchakavya is a promoter with a combination of 5 products obtained from the cow, which includes cow dung, cow's urine, milk, curd and ghee. All the 5 products are collectively termed as Panchakavya. It has a potential to play the role of promoting growth and providing immunity booster. It can be prepared by farmers themselves with the materials available on the farm. Panchakavya can be used for seed treatment also. For this, seeds are soaked for 20 minutes before sowing, so the seeds get resistance to pest and also it increases its yield. Next is vermiwash. Vermiwash is a liquid that is collected after the passage of water through a column of worm action. It is a collection of excretory product and mucus secretion of earthworms along with micronutrients from the soil organic molecules. Vermiwash is used as a foliar spray for crops. Next, let's discuss some biocontrol methods which are used for controlling microorganisms which cause damage to the crop, pests and insects. In that, first one is biopredators. These are naturally occurring insects that use pests for feeding or multiplication. These are called biopredators. By introducing large numbers of predators in a greenhouse, we can destroy the pest. Predators like Chrysopa species and Monochilus species are highly useful in controlling pests like aphids, whiteflies, cotton bollworms, leaf insects, etc. Next is biopesticides. Biopesticides are living organisms or their derived substance which are used as biocontrol agents to protect crops against insect pests. Biopesticides are of different types based on their origin. They are fungal biopesticide, bacterial biopesticide, etc. Biorepellent. Some chemical compound that is azadirachtin obtained from seeds of neem serves as a good insect repellent. One of the earliest pesticides used by man was margosa leaves, that is neem leaves. The dried leaves repel the pest from stored grains. Next is biofertilizer. What do you mean by biofertilizer? Fertilizers which are obtained from biological sources which enrich soil nutrient are called biofertilizers. Example, Anabina, Nasdaq, etc. Symbiotic bacteria also fix atmospheric nitrogen. Example, Rhizobium. Although the chemical fertilizers increase food production, they degrade the natural habitat. So, dear students, we must use the natural, that is organic fertilizers. We must avoid the chemical fertilizers. Thank you, students.